Hey, this is Julian and you're on Eat the Blocks, and in this video I'm going to explain whether or not you should learn React if you want to build the front end of your decentralized application. So in a lot of tutorials to build Ethereum Dapps, we see instructor using React. So there are many students that think that they need to learn React if they want to build their Dapps. The problem with React is that it's not just React. So when you start to learn React, so you start to follow some tutorial, and then very quickly you realize that it's not only React, but you also have to learn JSX, you also have to learn Webpack, and maybe you have to learn also Redux, and really quickly it becomes so crazy. You just wanted to learn React, and all of a sudden you need to learn 10 different things, and this is really overwhelming. So how we can solve this problem? Because you already have to learn the blockchain, so that's already a very big topic. You can learn 10 different things at the same time, right? So let's understand why we use React in a decentralized application. So a decentralized application fetches data from the blockchain, and sometimes the data on the blockchain changes. So we need to keep the front end up to date with what you have on the blockchain. And the best way to do this is to use some UI library like React or Vue or Angular, but you don't have to. So you're gonna fetch data with Web3, okay, so that's one library, and you're gonna update the UI with either another library like React, Angular, Vue, or you can also do it manually yourself with vanilla JavaScript. So nowadays JavaScript has evolved a lot, and we really have cross compatibility in the different browsers, so we can manipulate the DOM in a reliable way. We don't need to test which browser we have. So yeah, if your decentralized application is not too complicated, you can just use vanilla JavaScript, no need to use any framework, and everything's gonna work fine. Actually, if you are a beginner, you should stick to just vanilla JavaScript. Like, don't even try to learn React. Actually, in my course, Dapps 30, where we build 30 decentralized application and 30 smart contract, for the first 10 dApps that we built together, we only use vanilla JavaScript, and only after we start to use React. So yeah, so at the beginning you just use vanilla JavaScript, and but then at some point your dApp will become more complex. So you will need to use a UI framework like React, Angular, or Vue. So first of all, which one to pick? Well, I would recommend React because you will find more resources for React than for the other framework, but they're all very good. And then you don't actually need to learn Webpack or Redux from the beginning. So for Webpack, the way you can avoid to have to learn it is by using a project called Create React Apps, which is say CRA. So that's just basically a foundation to stop your React project with all the sensible default already apply. So you don't need to yourself configure Webpack to make it work. It already works. You just have one command to launch, and boom, you can develop right away. So this is gonna save you a ton of time. And for Redux, this is really for complex React applications. So yeah, you don't really need to learn it from the beginning, and even less stuff like a React Saga or whatever. By the way, the API of React has changed quite a bit recently, especially since React 16.8. There was a new API that was introduced that is called React Hooks. Unfortunately, most of the tutorial that you will find out there for building decentralized application, they use the old API of React with what we call lifecycle method. So actually, a couple of video before that, I've released a full series on React Dapps, and in particular, I show how to use React Hooks, so the new API to build your Dapps. So you can also check this out. By the way, if you are a beginner for blockchain and you want to become a blockchain developer, but you don't really have a good foundation, in web development, I've actually prepared a full course of web development for blockchain developer. So it's totally free. All you have to do if you want to follow it is to follow the link in the description. If you have any question on whether or not you should learn React for your decentralized application, ask your question down below in the comment. And I'll stop here and I'll see you for another video on blockchain or Ethereum. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.